Um, so he asked me to give his greetings to all of you and say that he looks forward to see you also as soon as possible. So I would like to welcome you all to the 16th session of the Marine Eastern Navigation and Sustainability Committee. There are a lot of newcomers actually, so a special welcome to the newcomers. More and more countries have lifted or are in the progress of lifting all restrictions, COVID restrictions, and it seems like the virus is getting weaker and allows us to live a normal life again. We will, however, have to wait and see what the winter, Northern Hemisphere winter will bring. We will see. The Secretariat has, welcome, we have started our normal work routine here at headquarters, traveling to meetings and events, and our calendars are already completely full for the rest of the year and beginning of next year. For those participating online, if you still hear me, you must remember to register to the committee, to ENG16 on the IALA website, since if you are not registered, you are of course not a committee participant formally, and you are therefore unable to participate in any of the working group or task group meetings online. I can see that you have a very busy schedule ahead for this meeting. A lot of interesting input documents. I think I counted 70 papers. And there's a lot of work to do in order to finish your work program this time around for the conference, which is in May next year. I noticed amongst the large number of input papers, for instance, China MSA and MOF in South Korea on various important topics, and I must thank them for the tremendous work that lies behind these papers. Very well done, thank you for that. We also have an input paper on what we call the Open Digital Incubator initiative. The purpose of this initiative is to accelerate the development and implementation of promising technical e-navigation services. And it could form an important part of the South Korean GMDTR initiative, a project that has been proposed by South Korea, a global project, and other similar initiatives such as the IHO Singapore Lab, etc., etc. I noticed, of course, with particular interest the several input papers on training and model courses. As Dean of the Worldwide Academy, I welcome these proposals, and I hope to see these courses materialize very soon, or as soon as possible. Because, as we know, knowledge and education are key to develop those coastal states who are in need of assistance to fulfill their international obligations, such as those stipulated in the SOLAS Chapter 5, Regulation 12 and 13. Heritage is also an important topic and a part of the work of the committee. And the Lighthouse of the Year nomination is of great importance to those that get nominated, and helps to secure funding to preserve important cultural heritage worldwide. One input paper in particular caught my personal interest, close to my heart, and that is the paper on radar reflectors and their properties. Traveling around the world, even in quite developed countries, I see a lot of radar reflectors, but I have observed a limited understanding of the efficacy of radar reflectors. Almost everywhere I go, I see underdimensioned radar reflectors that could have been much, much bigger given the space available. And the radar cross-section area that could be achieved, for instance, on a buoy, is much greater if the reflector was properly designed. So Germany has demonstrated leadership in this area. First, with the excellent work of Dr. Spector many years ago. A good friend of mine, actually. Is she still alive, by the way? Yeah, okay, still kicking. And now with the outstanding work of Peter Snyder and Jörg de Weide and your team, very well done. I salute you and thank you for this contribution over a long time, and may you continue for another 2 or 3 decades. I could go on and mention important intersessional work that has taken place and input papers, so please forgive me if I have not mentioned your paper, your work, but in the interest of time, I will stop here. I realize that the work on all these topics may not be finished this time around, and the remaining topics will therefore form a substantial part of the future work program of the committee in the next work period. In terms of work program, I would like to urge you to think hard about the future work program and prepare further proposals on ambitious work items, which keeps this committee at the cutting edge of developments. IALA is a technical organization producing standards which can be cited in national law, recommendations which say what our members should be doing, and guidelines on how they should go about doing it. And I want IALA to be proactively leading the technical development within our domain. So please be ambitious. Our intergovernmental project is progressing, continues to evolve. We have now 10 ratifications or accessions or acceptance of the new convention, and we are aware of several more which are coming in the near future. Once we have 30 of these ratifications, IALA will transform into an intergovernmental organization. So we're about 1/3 of the way already now, only 6 months after the first ratification of the convention by Singapore in March this year. Well done, Singapore. The Secretariat is working on all the new structures and administrative issues that we need to have in place for the new organization, the new IALA. Now, we thought that things should be normal now after the COVID pandemic, which officially was declared over in Denmark, at least some months ago. But as many of you know, an even more serious situation is now reality. We have war in Europe, and at this difficult time, our thoughts are with our friends and their families and the people of Ukraine. At times like this, it reminds us that we are privileged to work for an organization that seeks to bring people together in a spirit of cooperation and compromise, and where understanding and mutual respect are so important. The international institutions and global cooperation have again proven to be very important. It will be a busy week for you. Once again, I must thank every one of you for your contribution to this important work within IALA. I know that this is a work of individuals. It's individuals that actually do the work and then get together and share. So I wish you a good luck with this session, and thank you for coming physically and online a little bit. Good luck.
Thank you, Omar. As we move down the agenda, which Jaime, could you put up on screen, please? So the next item is to approve the agenda. If anybody has any comments on that, you will have seen it on the input papers, and it's just about to come up. Thank you. Any comments from anybody on the agenda? Are we happy to approve this? I think so. Okay, thank you. So we approve the agenda. Now we come on to apologies and introductions. I have a very brief apology from Dave Scott and Greg Peaver from AMS, Australian Maritime Systems, who will be here tomorrow, but they've been called away today. And Jaime, we have a couple of other apologies, don't we?
Yes. Paul Muller.
Paul Miller. Is Paul online? I'm not sure. Are you there, Paul? I thought I saw him a minute ago.
Yes, I'm here.
Paul is online. I'm not sure if he can hear us or not.
Yes,
And there was one other, I think.
WSB.
Frank Herman. So we note that and we miss Frank's contribution. Okay, so now we take the chance to go around the room and the screen to just briefly introduce ourselves, and maybe you could just give your name, where you're from, and a brief, if you would like, a bit about your interests and what you do, which will give the working group chairs a chance to understand which working group you may care to join. So I will start, and then we will go around here, starting with Omar, by which time you will have picked up confidence. And then we will go to the people online, and hopefully they can unmute, and we will hear from them. We'll see how that goes. So I'm Simon Milliard from Trinity House in England, and I have the privilege of chairing this committee. This is the last committee I will chair as my tenure comes to an end at the in Rio. So my interest is in general aids to navigation, maintenance and delivery. I'll hand over to Michel.
Thank you, Simon. So I'm Michel Bousquer from CEREMA in France, and I'm the vice chair of this committee for 4 years now. And yes, I'm interested in all aspects of aids to navigation, and that's why I feel good here at my place.
Thank you. Jaime.
Yes, Jaime Alvarez from YALA, ENG and INAF secretary, and I will be pleased to support you during this working group, during the working week. Thank you.
Thank you. Omar, and then Mensu, please.
Yes, my name is Omar Eriksson, and I'm the Deputy Secretary General and also the Dean of the Ayala Worldwide Academy. Prior to that, I worked 30 years in the Danish administration in various roles. Born and bred in Iceland, that Eriksson means that my father's name was Eric. I'm the son of Eric. I'm interested in everything to do with Ayala, and particularly the social program.
Good morning, all. My name is Min-Soo John, Technical Manager Ayala. Good to meet you all in person.
Thanks, Minsu. Over to Mari. And if this is your first time you have come to Ayala, then please say so. And if you're thinking, well, what am I meant to be doing, then please come and see me or Michel or Jaime, and we will be delighted to point you in the right direction, because it took me at least 2 meetings to realize what even remotely was going on. So please come and see us rather than sit down quietly in your own wondering. Please come and see us. So over to you, Mari.
Hi all, I'm Mahdi Al-Musawi from Middle East Navigation and Services from Bahrain. We are providing 3 services in the Gulf, which one of them aids to navigation, and all related to that. So all topics during engine arm are interested for us.
Hello, my name is Peter Schneider from the German administration. I'm working as a system engineer for visual aids navigation for the German coast. And together with Jörg Unterderweide, I'm chairing the working group 2.
Yes, hello, Jörg Unterderweide is my name, and I'm also working for German Federal Waterways and Shipping Administration. I'm working as an engineer there for flights technology, for central material supply, and for 2 workshops. And here for working group 2, sustainability and knowledge, together with Peter. So if you are interested in this topics, you're very welcome to join us and to ask any question that is open right now.
Nice to meet you. Hideki Noguchi of Japan Coast Guard, and I'm also chair of the IRA INAV committee, which we had 2 weeks ago. Here was just a physical meeting at the time, but very nice to see you also the ENG committee members. And my interest, of course, is enough. So some digitalization, especially we submitted many liaison notes to the working 3 of the radio navigation matters. So I'm here, but also I'm regularly attending a working group for the heritage issues too. Very nice to meet you. Thank you.
Nice to meet you. My name is Masafumi Tsukamoto. I'm from Japan. This is the first coming to Paris, and of course, there are committee. I'm in charge of maintenance section of A2N. So I want to join to working group 2. Thank you.
Good afternoon, bonjour. Mon nom est André Chantauvert. I'm the manager of land-based electronics for Canadian Coast Guard. It's not my first time at IALA. I've been here for 20 years. I've been with Coast Guard for 30 years, so it's a great privilege to be here. Also have the privilege of sitting representing Canadian Coast Guard at the council, so nice to see you, everyone.
Oh, I don't need my glasses for this one. Hello, my name's Malcolm Nicholson. I'm the what am I now? I'm the product manager for Sealite, industrial member. Previous incarnations, I did 20 years for the UK GLAs. Like Andre, I've been at IALA for 20 odd years. I currently chair working group 1, and it's great to see family, friends, and I'm looking forward to meeting all the new people that are here. So thank you.
Thank you, Malcolm. Nice to see you all here. My name is Marco Grings from the German administration. I'm here for, I think, the 8th times, perhaps, and hopefully not the last time. We will see. I work in the working group 2, and we hope we will finalize, where's Omar, the biggest and the only guideline on radar reflectors forever.
Okay, my name's Robert Dale. I work for Trinity House in the UK. I'm technical services manager, so responsible for buoy refurbishment, engineering design and support, and for lighthouse refurbishment.
Hello, my name is Peter Dobson. I'm the engineering manager for Trinity House, and I also run a group that sets standards and design products for lighthouses and ACE navigation in Trinity House. My background is generally control systems and power systems, and I'm also generally part of working group 2. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello everyone, my name is Peter Hill. I'm estate manager at Trinity House in the UK. That's when I'm at Trinity House. While I'm here, I'm also chair of working group 4, so you'll hear a bit more from me later.
Hello, my name is Young-eun Han. Just call me Han. I work for Korea Research Institute of Ships and Ocean Engineering, KRISO, and I'm from South Korea. I'm involved in the developing Korean armor testbed project. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Nae-hyuk Yoo, and I'm from the Korea Institute of Air Navigation, briefly called KTON. It's my first time to join the meeting physically, so I'm really glad and excited. I'm going to discuss about the plaque for IALA Heritage Lighthouse of the Year in Working Group 4. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Pyong Son. I'm also come from the South Korea KRISO with Mr. Han. My research interested in the terrestrial navigation systems such as Irun and Armod. So I will enjoy the working group 3, and thanks for all these experiences.
Yes, good afternoon. My name is Kim Song-lee, and I'm working at National Lighthouse Museum in Korea. And it's my honor working with you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jonas Lindberg, been here since 2006, working in Sabic in Finland, in charge of developing blink lights.
Yes, good afternoon. My name is Jan Royal Petersen, and I'm from the Danish Maritime Authority. I'm a senior engineer and working with traditional latest navigation and radio navigation. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Monica Herrero. I'm from MSM in Spain. I'm as an industrial member. We manufacture all kind of navigation, and I'm the responsible of one of the paper as an ATO. And hi.
Yeah, hello, my name is Changmin Gang. Just call me Min. I'm from Ministry of Ocean and Fishery in Korea, and I will attend Working Group 1. Yeah, so nice to meet you. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Yuri Seo, and I work in KA2, and I'm interested in V, and I will join Working Group 2 from tomorrow. Nice to meet you. And it's my first time at Ayala, and nice to meet you.
Hello, my name is Jong Che. I am attending Working Group 3. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Chung Jin Lee from the K2 in South Korea. And I will attend Working Group 1. Nice to meet you.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Jong Hyun Park. I work at K8 in Korea, and I want to join in Working Group 2, and this is the first time to participate in ENG. So I'm very nervous. So thank you very much. Nice to meet you.
أحمد بالخير انجينير أحمد بالخير Saudi Port Authority Jeddah Port. This first time I came here to Ayala, and nice to meet you.
Hi, Ingsun Ao from Singapore, the Maritime Port Authority of Singapore. I've joined Ayala since ENG13. So main interest, I've been working with several of the colleagues on the Working Group 2. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Azmi. I'm from Maritime Port Authority of Singapore. It's my first time in Ayala physically. I'm maintaining aids to navigation primarily for boys at my MPA.
Hello, I'm Guillaume Martin. I'm a PhD student for IMG Microwave, a French company conceiving and building a Recon. And my research interests are in signal processing and machine learning for Recon.
Hi, I'm Jean-Luc Alanik, the CEO of IMG Microwave. I want to reach Working Group 3, and we manufacture for during 20 years Recon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Pierre-Yves Martin. I'm from Serena, France.
Good afternoon, I'm Hema from Serena in France. I work on radio navigation, GNSS, and remote control and monitoring system.
Hello everyone, my name is Gillian Burns. I'm the Navigation Officer for the Northern Lighthouse Board, the General Lighthouse Authority for Scotland, and my interest in lighthouses is everything.
Hello everybody, my name is Jeffrey van Gils. I work for the Dutch Waterway Authorities, and my interest is Working Group 3, PNT. Thanks. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Richard Vermeer and I work for the Dutch authority, and my specialization is floating atoms.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Samir Benouda from Mobilis, a French buoy manufacturer. So we build any kind and any color of buoy. And I'm very happy to be here with all of you. Thank you very much.
Hello, everybody. My name is Xavier Noé. I'm a Master Unlimited, and I work as a nautical expert from French Ministry of Sea. And I will join the working group 3.
Good afternoon. I'm Bertel Keskküla from Estonian Transport Administration. Now it includes Estonian Maritime Administration also, so some reorganizations. And my interests have been quite varied. Leading lights, flash characters, up to fairway designing. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. It's my first time here in Ayala committee, and also first time here in Ayala HQ. My name is Andri Rytkinen, Finnish name, but I come from Estonia, Estonian Transport Administration. And my work field is all the things including H2 navigation, from planning to maintenance and so on, modernizing and so on. And if it's okay, I plan to join working group 2. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. I am Joaquin Alarcon from Poro, Barcelona in Spain. I am actually the Atom manager, of this sport. I'm delighted to be here and meet you all, and welcome. Thank you for your welcome. And I'm interested in so many groups. Maybe group 1 in color fading for the painting atom elements. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Nice to see you again. My name is Mariano Marpegan from EMEPA, from Argentina. Our company do the maintenance of H2 navigation for 1.6 thousand kilometers, so we have a lot of H2 navigation. It's not my first time with using glasses. Yes, it's my first time that I'm started to came 2011. So, well, nice to see you.
Good afternoon. I am Philippe Renaudin from the CEREMA, French Technical Institute in Brittany. And I am involved in buoys, mooring line, and mooring. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Greg Hanson. I work for Australian Maritime Safety Authority. I'm a systems, marine and offshore systems engineer, and I manage the project delivery, the asset management and engineering groups.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jong Han Kim. I'm a vice chair of the working group 4. First of all, I'm very happy to be here and meet you all in spite of the COVID-19. Also, thank you for accepting the Hummingbird Lighthouse as the Lighthouse of the Year. And if there was no COVID, then we can invite you all to Korea. Anyway, I'd like to inform you, Mr. Cho was promoted. Cho had got a promotion from the duty manager to the general manager. Congratulations on your promotion, Mr. Cho. I hope you all enjoyed the ENG meeting in Paris. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. Nice to meet you. It has been a very long time just after physically ENG meeting. It has been 2 years.
right? Yeah. Now I'm working for the Ministry of Oceans and Fisheries of Korea. I'm interested in the Working Group 4 Heritage Matters, Heritage Matters. Yeah, good to see you again.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kang-won Kim. I work for the Air Navigation Department of Ministry of Oceans and Fisheries. Yeah, thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name's Sarah Robinson. I'm a maritime and construction consultant, independent, but I do a lot of work with the IALA Worldwide Academy. But attending this week to ENG from a personal interest in several of the topics under discussion, but particularly with Working Group 2. So looking forward to meeting everyone. Nice to see you all.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Alan Williams. I'm the Principal Visual Signalling Engineer for the GLA of UK and Ireland Research and Development Department, and I'm also the Vice Chair of Working Group 1.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Florin Mistrapau. I represent here GMV Romania, and my interest is in Working Group number 3 in radio navigation services with focus on R-mode developments.
Hello, morning. My name is Marcos Lopez, working at DMV Spain. Very focused on space systems at Galileo control centers and now working for a new SWA solution for Australia, for example. But it's very interesting integrity, resilient PNT, and so concepts integrated in the Working Group 3.
Hello, everyone. I'm Hector from Spain, and this is not my first time at IALA, but it's my first time physically, so I'm really glad to meet you all in person. And I work at GMB Spain as a GNSS engineer, and my interest is in Working Group 3.
Hi, everyone. I'm not getting hurt, hopefully. Okay. Thank you for your very warm hospitality, Mr. Chairman. I'm Commander Giuseppe Anzolino from Italy. It's my very first time here with IALA in this committee. I work in La Spezia. I'm in charge of the maintainer refurbishment of aids to navigation and the lighthouse. And so I guess my interest could fall either in Working Group 1 and 2. So looking forward for it.
Yeah, good afternoon. My name is Michael Hoppe, and I'm working for the German Federal Waterway and Shipping Administration. I'm a senior radio engineer, and I'm acting as a vice chair to the Working Group 3 on radio navigation. Thank you.
My name is Mario Walterfang from the German Federal Waterways and Shipping Administration. First of all, I'd like to answer the question of Oman. Dr. Speckter is in a very astonishing good health and mental condition. I think he will celebrate his birthday, his 19th birthday next year. So he's very good condition. I have the honor to work for him from 95 until he retired in 98. And the one that knows Dr. Speckter knows that he was a radar guy. I'm also a radar guy, and I'm here in this position to support the work on the guideline on radar reflectors. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Minu Kwon, and I'm in the National Maritime PNT Office in South Korea, and I will join the Working Group 3. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Kang Mi-young from Ministry of Oceans and Fisheries, Korea, and I actually attended ARM committee several times, but ENG committee is in my first time. I'm glad to see you in person. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Bomi Lee from Korean National PNT Office. My interest is radio navigation services. It's my first time to join, and it's a great pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Luis Lima. I'm from Portuguese Authority Maritime and work as a maintenance technician of ATOM.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good afternoon. Yeah, my name is Stefan Gevius. I work for the German Aerospace Center, and I'm have special interest in everything related to resilient navigation. And here we are working for several years now on this ARMO topic. And my special interest is here to get all the new things that were developed, new results. So I'm really looking forward for this week.
Hello everybody, my name is Yves-Marie Blanchard. I work for France on light and visions.
Good afternoon everybody, my name's Alan Grant. I work for the General Lighthouse Authorities for the UK and Ireland. So our interest is research and development into all the different aspects, and I'm Working Group 3 Chairman. So welcome everybody, and it's good to see you all here in person. Thank you.
Alan.
Hello everybody, I'm Kaisu Heikonen from Finnish Transport Infrastructure Agency and interested in radio navigation and joining Workgroup 3. Nice to meet you all.
Thank you everybody for the quick intro. Really interesting to see who's in the room, and thank you. So we will now try, this is a new experience for me, to engage with the people who have dialed in online. And I think, Jaime, if we start at the top of the list, would that be the easiest way? Is that the top of the list there? Right. We have Ahmed. Is Ahmed there? Can you unmute and show yourself and say hello? If not, we will move swiftly on. This could be a pretty quick session. Alain Serge. Are you there?
Hello.
Hello, Alan. Can you put yourself on screen and say hello?
Yeah.
Okay, just say hello.
Hello all.
Ah, Alan, well done. Well done. Nice to see you. And
yes, I am Serge Mbini. I'm from the Port Authority of Kribi, and I'm in charge of aid to navigation equipment here in the Port Authority of Kribi. I am interested in radio navigation system services.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for coming on. Nice to see you. Now we have.
Nice to see you.
Thank you. We have Ana Sanado Garcia.
Yes. Hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me, and I'm not sure if you are already seeing me. Good afternoon, everyone. I work for EUSPA, the European Union Agency for the Space Programs, and in particular for Galileo. Today I am connected online, but on Wednesday I will be attending Working Group 3 to speak about Galileo timing service and also about the new service for authentication provided by Galileo. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. Nice to see you. You did come online there, so nice to see you. And next we have Bertram. I can't see your surname here. Bertram. Bershini. Bertram Pishinik. Good afternoon. You're muted, I think. Bertram, you are muted.
Can I hear me now?
Yes, we can. Thank you.
Yes. Okay. Hi. Yeah, my name is Bertram Perschnik from the manufacturer Julius Marine in Germany. It's my second time in the IALA. Unfortunately, cannot join physically, but I hope I can join somehow remotely the work from Working Group 2.
Okay, and you've got a great backdrop there on that wave. Very good.
Thank you.
Next we have Che Rock from Katon in Korea, I think. Oh, you're here. Oh, that's you. Okay, you're logged on too. He's getting a double hit there. Next we have Cheng Dequan Chai. I can't read the rest of that. Maybe from China. Chendequan, are you there? Chendequan from China MSA? Okay. Moving on to, from Chile, we have Henry. I can't see your second name there, Henry. We'll go for that in a sec.
Yes, good morning. My name is Henry Arriaga. I am industrial engineer and work in the Directorate to Maritime of Merchant of the Chilean Navy, particularly in the signaling maritime of I-2 navigation of Chile. Thank you for the presentation. I'm happy are in this meeting.
Thank you, Henry. Thank you. Good to have you on board here. And next we have from China MSA, who we have here, Sun Quan. Is Sun Quan there? Okay, moving down to Dolu from China. Oh no, we have Sun Quan. Good. Hello, we can see you. Hello. No, you are muted. Maybe muted. We cannot hear you. We can see you, but we cannot hear you. Frustrating. Okay, well, give us a wave, Sun Quan. It's nice to see you. So, okay. Thank you. The next we have Dolu from China MSA.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dolu from China, and I will participate in working group 3. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Nice to see you. And then from Spain, we have Francisco Xavier Arguel Martin.
Hello, Simon. Hello, everyone.
Nice to hear you. To take a break from your diving, maybe.
I'm very happy to see you again, all of you. Even if I'm not physically there, I'm happy to restart the YALA work again. I'm Javier Argul from the Spanish Air Navigation Authority, Puertos del Estado. My particular interest is radio navigation services. This is why I've been working with Group 3. And I promise that I'll try to be there in Paris next time. So happy to see you again, and thank you.
Thank you very much, Xavier. Thank you. Nice to see you. And then moving down, we have James Collicott from South Africa. James, are you there?
Good afternoon. Happy to see you all. So good to see all the familiar faces. Pity that I can't be there. I've retired earlier in this year. But still do some advisory and consultancy work now and then. And I wish that I was there for the socials. So I wish you all of the very best. And I still keep a very keen interest in the work of the ENG committee.
Thank you, James. We miss you, and it's nice to see you. Thank you. Former chair of this committee. Yes, that's right. I sit honoured in your shoes, James. Next, we have Xavier Pancorbo. Xavier, are you there?
Yes. Hello. Good morning. I work for EUSPAD 2, European Union for Space Program, and I belong to the team that provides support in ECNOS, the SBAS system, European system. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Xavier. Thank you. And now we have from Cuba, we have Julio. Are you there, Julio?
Yes, Simon, thank you. My name is Julio Fidel Sierra. I am an H2 navigation project specialist for the Cuban H2 navigation service. This is not my first time in IALA. I've been participating in ENG committees for a few years. And I'm glad to join, at least in this way, virtually. Thank you.
Thank you, Julio. And we were discussing your paper this morning on training for lightkeepers. So thank you for that. And that will be given good consideration. Thank you. And next we have Kei Seo from Kriso in Korea, I think.
Oh, good afternoon. Can you hear my voice?
Yes, we can.
Okay, that's good. Probably some of you, good evening for online participants. It's a pleasure to be with you today for this IALA ENG meeting. And my name is Kirser, and I work for Marine PNT Research Center of Korea Research Institute of Ships and Ocean Engineering, called KRISER. And I'm interested in armored with ILRAN and the differential navigation system for maritime service. So I would like to participate in working group 3. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And then from Jammu University, we have Kei Ranzwan.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
This is Kei from Jammu University. Hi, long time no see. Yeah, I have been participating in ENG from 2 years ago, but unfortunately, always on web. But this time is on spot. It's very good, and it's an opportunity. I will take part in working group 4. Thank you. Nice to meet you all.
Thank you very much. Nice to see you. Then we have Sarah Jane Lakshman from Australia, I think. Sarah Jane, are you there?
Hi, Simon. Hi, everyone. I'm
Hello.
Sarah. I'm the ATON Heritage Coordinator with the Australian Maritime Safety Authority. I love everything heritage management and celebration of heritage, so I'm hoping to assist working group 4 this year for my 3rd ENG committee. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Sarah Jane. I'm sure Peter will welcome you there. And then we have Nisreen Lazar. Are we there?
Good afternoon. My name is Nisreen Lazar. I am from the Ministry of Equipment and Water of Morocco. I am interested in working group 4. Thank you.
Thank you, Nisreen. Nice to see you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, who's next? I've lost my slot here. Lai Guanzheng from China MSA.
Hello, everybody. Nice to meet you. I'm a participant in the working group 2, and I hope I can have a good cooperation with everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. And then we have Louis Chuan. I can't see the rest of that name there. Louis Changzheng from China MSA.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah.
Can you introduce yourself, Louis Chunhai?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. This is Liu Chunhai from China. I'm involved in the research and the development of next generation RECON and the ERPS as well. I'm in group 3. I will be glad to with you again. Thank you.
Thank you for your support and nice to see you. And then Louis Juan from China MSA. Hello, we can see you. We can not hear you, but we can see you. Are you muted? Louis-Jean, I know you've frozen. Louis-Jean, we will come back to you in 1 minute. So the next down is Mike Card. Mike, you're going to come on board there.
Yes, hello, Simon.
Hello, Mike.
And all at the meeting there. My name is Mike Card. I'm an advisor to Zenny Lightbuoy Company of Japan. I'm sorry I can't be in the meeting room this week, but I wish you a very good week and would like to say a special hello to the team in the EALA Secretariat. Thank you, Simon.
Thank you, Mike. We miss you, but nice to see you on screen. Now we'll just try one more time to Louis Juan from China MSA. Can we try again on your voice? No, not through there. Okay, never mind. So who's next down here? Jaime, Paul Mueller. Paul Mueller, are you there, Paul? Our Raycon expert. Hello, Paul. Nice to see you.
Hello. Good morning. Can you hear me this time? No?
Yeah. We can hear you. Yes.
Okay. My name is Paul Mueller. I have been leading the enhanced Raycon, enhanced radar positioning system work for the last 5 years or so, and looks like I'll be continuing to do that through the conference. Thank you.
Thanks, Paul. Look forward to hearing from you during the week. And then we have somebody from Quantum Solution. I haven't got a name there. Who would that be?
Hello, my name is Marticia Joe. So Quantum Solution is our company name. And then we are interested in the buoy and then buoy's battery management system. So I'm interested in the working group too. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And then we have Shaheen. Hello, Shaheen. Long time no see.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Simon. Hope you are doing well and good health.
Thank you.
Yeah, I hope you are doing well and all I remember in this difficult time. Been since 2010 with Ayala activities and hope to have a great week for everyone.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. It looks like you're in your car. But, yeah, well done.
Yes, waiting for my daughter to come out from the school.
Excellent, excellent. That's the Ayala family. I'll tell Marty, he's looking at you here. Okay, and next down we have, I think, next down is Sun Zioan. I don't recognize Sun Zioan.
Hello, everyone. Hello. My name is Sun Xiaowen. I work for Dalian Maritime University and also China MSA. I'm working on radio navigation, especially the AMO technology. So I would like to join working group 3. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm sure Michelle and Alan will be pleased for your input. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up, I see Tom Southall. Is Tom with us?
Hello, everybody, and lovely to see you all again. I'm Tom Southall from the Ayala Secretariat, and I'll be with you all tomorrow, just in time for the icebreaker. So I'll see you all then. Lovely to see you.
Some things don't change, do they? Hey? And, anyway, we look forward to seeing you, Tom. Now from China MSA, Wang Lingyan. Good morning. Good afternoon, Wang Lingyan.
Simon.
Hello, yes.
Hi, everyone. Yes, nice to meet you again. And I am Wang Lingyan, and I'm from China MSA. I am working as an A10 engineer and majoring in A10 light. The first time I attended Ayala meeting is in 2020, which is ENG12. And since then, I have been working on work group 1. Thank you.
Thank you. I know Malcolm and Alwyn welcome and value your contribution, so thank you.
Thank you.
Next we have Weiyang Kui from China, I think. Weiyang Kui from China MSA.
Hello, everyone. I'm Weiyang Qiu from China MSA, and I would like to take part in the work group 2, and I would like it's so nice to see you guys, and thank you.
Thank you. We look forward to that contribution. Thank you. And next we have Zhu Ruqing. Are we coming on board? Zhu Ruqing? Yes. Ah, well done. We can. Hello.
Hi, my name is Xu Qing. I'm from China MSA. This is my first time to attend the ENG meetings. I'm working in Group 1. It's nice to see you.
Okay, nice to see you, and welcome for your first time. Welcome. And we have an a name I can't recognize, the last one on the list here. Aikida. Is this Aikida-san?
Yes.
No.
Hello, Simon. Tokyo
It is.
It's okay.
Nice to see you. We've just got the
Nice
top
to
half of
see
you.
Simon-san.
Can
So
you
I
adjust your camera?
just your camera.
Ah, that's better. Come on. Bit more. Nice to see you.
Okay. Nice to hear. Nice to see you. Unfortunately, I couldn't join and this real meeting, but the next week I will join to the ARM meeting. So Simon-san, good. Simon-san, good?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. We miss you, but it's a pleasure to see you on the screen. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I think a big thank you to Jaime for managing that. Well done. I thought that was a bit of a trek round there, but it worked, and it was a absolute pleasure to hear people and see some faces, old and new. And so there we have it. So moving on down the agenda, we come to working arrangements, and I will hand over to Jaime, unless you need to kind of lie down now, or you're like to run through the sort of practical working arrangements for the week. So here we come.
I will be very brief because I think most of the people are very aware, and this time I suppose it will be easy. As you know, we have the main board for the 4 committees. You have here in this section. So if you go to meetings, committee dashboard, you will find out the overall picture for the 4 committees, the calendar as well, with the meetings for all the committees. So you can see that we have ENG this week, next week ARM. Then you can go again to the ENG committee, so the dedicated section for this time round. I have posted the number of late input papers, so I suppose you have download the input paper for this week. Here are the latest one. Upload to the website. You will find out the working program. May I go through the working program or yes? Okay. We will start the working group session today at 4 p.m. Just after the break in 1 hour and a half. The main organization of the working session will be from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. We will have the committee photograph tomorrow, so be sure to have a clean suit for tomorrow. Then working. Oh, sorry. Yes. Yeah, I will go to it. Okay. Okay, bigger. So tomorrow we start the working groups, then the committee photograph, then again the working group. Then we will have the retest seminar. I have to change this during the afternoon. After the launch, again working groups, more working groups, and at 5:30 we have the soirée, bring your own night. That means that we will be open until 7:30 p.m. to share some snacks and typical alcoholic drinks and non-alcoholic until 7:30. So in order to icebreaker a little bit and meet us further. Again on Wednesday, the same organization. We have the Atom Engineering Workshop Steering Committee for one of us. We have also for those who wish to train a little bit during the morning at 6:30 in the Chateau, so close to the rail station. It's 3K run. I think it's led by Simon, if I'm not wrong.
It's led by Jürgen.
Okay.
I have to say, the racing snake in the back row there.
We will.
But if you've got your running gear, 6:30 at the chateau, Jürgen and I will be there, and we just run down to the river and back, but it gets us going for the day. So.
Okay, and we have also as a football match. I don't know how many of you are interested.
Maybe we'll see. Yes, if you're interested in playing football at less than 1 month from the next World Cup, and to help maybe our national teams to select the good players. So 2, 3, we will check maybe on Thursday morning who is really interested in, and we will decide to do it or not on Thursday morning.
I will let a paper. I think in the Julie will hold a paper, and you can
register.
Register.
Thank you.
Don't be shy. It's just for fun. So finally, at 3 p.m. we will have a plenary session on Thursday at 3 p.m. So again, this is something we have decided today during the morning. So I will update the program during the afternoon, and post it to have a more accurate view of what is going on during the week. And finally, Friday will be the continuation of the closing of physical session. This closing will just go through the number of outcomes that we have been working all together during this week. We will have a first view of what has been done and what documents are ready and mature enough to go to silent approval. So this will be done between Thursday PM and Friday PM, but not longer as 13, so you can come back at home during the Friday evening. Coming back to the dashboard. So as I promised, I will upload this section this afternoon, and here I think it's one of the most important part for all the attenders. Overall, the remote participation is the action plan, because in the action plan you will find out the task we are going through during this week, but also for remote participation, please go here to connect to the number of task group meetings and so on. You will find the action, the task group leader, and the venue. The venue is actually the link to the Teams link. So just clicking on for instance, on the working group 1 plenary, you will be connected to the meeting. If there is several task group at the same time working in the same meeting room, you will find out the task link for this specific topic. But this is something that the working group or the task group leader will announce during the week. Okay, but again, is in the action plan where everything is posted this time. The calendar shows a little bit like the program shows that the meetings that are already posted, which are this opening plenary, the closing of the physical week on Thursday and continuation on Friday, the silent approval period. You can see that. So those paper on a Friday, which are mature enough for the silent approval, will have 3 working days of revision, which will be 24, 25, 26. Then on 26, I will be publishing in the silent, in the approval section, the status of this one. This was from previous time, from ENG16. So with the same table, what is the status, no? Under approval, approved, etc. Here you have again the link to the file share. So this is the working place of the working group chairs and of the participants, task group leader, when they are posting the documents, and so it's go through the Nextcloud, and here you have a picture of all of us, and a little bit of information about the ENG committee, the terms of reference of each working group. And I think I have missed to mention the safety briefing. So I will go through the safety briefing now. Of course, there are two emergency exits. One is just where you have entered, and the other one is in front of the Caribbean, Mediterranean, and Arctic rooms. So you have these two emergency exits. And I want to highlight that it's not possible to smoke in the headquarters, neither in the terrace. So please, neither tomorrow. And a couple of statements. Ayala General Data Protection Policy. Ayala complies with the General Data Protection Regulation of the EU. Ayala will include a list of participants with their contact information on the website and in the report of this meeting. Any participant who wishes to remove their contact details from the participant list should advise the committee secretary as soon as possible. And the second, the second one, the Ayala patent policy. If participants have knowledge of any patents, including pending patents application, either their own or of other organization or individuals, the use of which may be required to practice or implement the content of Ayala documents being developed or work in the meeting, please advise the Ayala Secretariat as soon as possible. And this is all from my part. Thank you.
Thank you, Jaime. So I think that's fairly well explained. So just to recap a couple of those things tonight, if you wish, 7:30 this evening, meet outside the chateau underneath the RER sign, the train station sign there. Then if we all meet there, if you wish, then we can go and find a restaurant and have some supper or whatever. So don't be sitting in your hotel room alone. You don't have to tonight. And on Thursday at 3 o'clock, our tea time at the afternoon break, we will reconvene in here to review the papers. We won't do the final report. The final committee report will be done online the following Friday. So from Thursday afternoon to Friday morning, we will read through the papers that we think are ready for sending to council. Okay. Any questions on the program for the week? Okay. Right. So that's the working arrangements. The next move is on to the style guide, which again Jaime will introduce, please.
So as we have presented on during all other committees and seasons, we have a document named the Style Guide, which provides some rules and some best practices when we are reviewing or when we are producing a new document. It will give you some, yes, at the end, some rules. So please have in mind this when you are, if you are a task group leader overall, or you are a contributor to any specific documents, that in the resources, in the ENG dashboard, in the resources, you have more resources for all committees. And you have here the style guide, no? Ayala style guide, no? It's a PDF document, and again, you will find all the details to have harmonized documents at the end. So the same structure is maintained from any one of the committees.
Thank you, Jaime. So just very quickly, for those of you who are new, the working group structure, I think I'm going to ask each working group chair to stand up and give one sentence on their on what their working group does. So we'll start. I know Malcolm's very shy, but we'll start with you, Malcolm, if you would. One sentence on working group 1, please.
Working group 1 is the best working group. I don't know. We had yet another ambitious work program this session, and we'd just like to tidy it up. We're going to concentrate on finishing the recommendation on terms of light measurement, and then we'll move on to developing the guidelines on how you go about doing measurements. And then we're going to spend a bit of time preparing for the next work program, because we have lots of input papers on leading lines and various other topics. Frank submitted a great number of papers this time, so we want to make sure that we don't lose anything and get ready to be fresh and straight into the next work program. So thank you.
Thank you, Malcolm. Jorg or Peter, just one sentence on what working group 2 does, and so people will be attracted. Thank you.
Yes, so for working group 2, as you can read on the screen, beside the input papers we received and we will look through, and the Ayala Worldwide Academy courses, we have 3 major goals to finalize guidelines. One is the guideline led by Mariano on ATON in extreme environmental conditions. One is the guideline led by Peter Schneider on radar reflectors. And we have a third guideline led by Gillian and Rob Dale on what constitutes a good buoy. So you're very welcome to participate in these 3 task groups.
Thank you. So working group 1 is lights and vision. Working group 2 is knowledge, sustainability, floating and power. And working group 3, Alan.
How do I compete with those 2? So basically, working group 3, we're looking at everything to do with radio navigation services, whether that's terrestrial or from space. So if knowing where you are is the interest, please come along to working group 3.
Thanks, Alan. Peter, working group 4.
Thanks. Yeah, lighthouses to all of us, of course, are aid to navigation, but to the rest of the world, they're also very important cultural and heritage pieces. And very valuable in that way. So working group 4, the Heritage Forum, is for anyone who's interested in that aspect of our lighthouses.
Thank you, Peter. So now we move on to review of actions from the last meeting, which I think we have a list to come up. And a big thank you to everybody who has worked in between the last ENG16 and now, and followed up their actions and submitted papers and progressed work and held meetings. Thank you. I don't suggest we go through all of these. Jaime, anything in particular to raise?
At least all the secretary action has been covered during this time, so nothing to report.
Yep. Okay, so as we heard, all done by the Secretariat, thank you. And the individual members, I know there's been a good work progressing their actions too, so thank you. And then the input papers, we had a really interesting selection of input papers come through this time, and thank you for all the authors of those. They've all been allocated to their respective working groups, and the working group chairs have accepted that. A lot of good ones on resilient position, navigation and timing. That's a very hot topic at the moment. And some good ones on lights, good on radar, on some papers on lithium batteries. We're going to hear about that. So I think they've all been allocated out. Right, now we move on to report. Sorry. Malcolm, sorry.
Yeah, just so one of the actions there for you, do you want to give the committee a bit of feedback at the what happened at PAP with regard to the copyright for the software tools? That was really good.
Okay, thank you. We had the PAP 48, I can't remember now, the last PAP meeting about a month ago, and a question was raised about the liability that IALA may have when somebody or some organization uses the embedded software that we have in some of our documents, such as the solar model calculator or the mooring chain calculator. And there were about 6 or 8 items that we identified. And was IALA liable if they used it and found there was a glitch in the system or it was incorrect? And the legal advisory panel were drafting a sort of a disclaimer that seems to be prevalent, but we didn't want to say, actually, this is potentially a load of rubbish and you only use it if you really have to. You know, we wanted to stand by the authority that sits in this room and of our best endeavours. But I think in the future there is likely to be a disclaimer that this is here with the best of intent, and but it is down to you to decide the final decision of its outcome. I think sort of sums it up. But it was a good call, and I was a bit nervous about having a disclaimer because I felt it was us ducking our responsibility. But it seems to be the view is that one is appropriate. But there we go. Thank you, Malcolm. So now we come on to reports from other bodies and IALA, and Minsu, I think, will give us a quick run through the documents approved by the Council. Minsu.
Thanks, Mr. Chair. So I did put together a presentation, so try to put it up there. Just bear with me for a second. Okay, so the IALA Council 75th session was held from 30th May to 3rd June in Copenhagen, Denmark. Thanks for DMA for organizing this event. Try to recap the outcomes of the Council. As you can see on the screen, the IALA Council is trying to revise the current drivers and trans document of IALA. And the Council approved the revised committee work program for this work period, 2018 to 2023. And the Council approved the workshop proposal from ENG committee on digital maritime communication infrastructure. And the Council approved the change of Heritage Lighthouse of the Year selection process, which was proposed by this committee. And the Council approved Homigot Lighthouse of Korea as the Heritage Lighthouse of the Year 2022. And just for your information, the Council noted the progress of the review of a maritime buoyancy system. The Council approved all the guidance documents, 9 guidance documents, 2 recommendations on the screen, and also the group approved 7 revised and new guidelines, as you can see on the screen. So I'm not going to repeat the titles of these documents. So those new guidelines have been numbered like on your screen: 1147, 1168, 69, and 70. And one document, a liaison notes to RTCM. The Council discussed this paper, and they returned this paper to Working Group number 3. So I believe this will be discussed in the Working Group 3. And the Council revoked one document, 1097, a technical feature and technology relevant for simulation of edge navigation, because of a new guideline. Next Council will be held in December in 2022 this year in Brazil. And for your information, just a few upcoming events for your calendar. ENAV 31 will be held from 30th January to 3rd February 2023 here, IALA HQ. And after that, Digital at Sea International Conference will be held in Copenhagen, Denmark. And 2 weeks later, IALA workshop on digital maritime communication infrastructure will be held in Japan, Tokyo. I think that concludes the Council
report.
Thank you, Minsu. Any questions on the council report? Okay, good. Peter, you were to speak to us about the Heritage Lighthouse Award, please. Thank you. And I hope.
Oh, thank you. If we could possibly get the Ayala Heritage web page up showing Homegod Lighthouse, that would be great. Yes. Yeah, as Minzu mentioned, Homegod Lighthouse was confirmed by Council as being Ayala Heritage Lighthouse of the Year 2023. We'll have a picture of that up in the moment, but it's a splendid lighthouse from 1908, but very unusual, octagonal curved design, very, very striking. But more than that, it was recognised that the work that had gone into understanding the heritage and cultural value of the lighthouse was very significant. In particular, a comprehensive study from 2021 examined its historical context, its functions and its symbolic value. Right next door is the National Lighthouse Museum, and Korea has various other initiatives, cultural heritage initiatives, such as its stamp tour, and I'm sure representatives here would be happy to chat with anyone about some of those ideas. But in its in the efforts that have been made to understand its heritage and cultural value, it's a very, very worthy winner and or a holder of the accolade anyway for the year. And I'd just like to say congratulations to Homegod Lighthouse in Korea for that.
Thank you, Peter. Next on is the updated document, the technical document catalogues. You should all have one of these on your bedside at home, okay? And over to Minsu, who is the author and maintainer of this, I think.
Thanks, Chair. I have a slide, but I think I will just skip this one. Yeah, as Simon is holding.
This is the copy. There's some down here if you'd like a hard copy.
Yeah, you can download this soft copy of this one from the website, but printed this one. So please, welcome to pick one of these. It will be here and at the reception area.
Okay, thank you. Moving on to the policy advisory panel that happened here last month. And we have some highlights from that, I think, Jaime, if you could. But I'll just talk about sustainability whilst we're bringing up the PAP highlights. And we are the Ayala ATON Engineering and Sustainability Committee. And you may recall a couple of meetings ago, we were asked to come up with some ideas, no matter how radical, that we could put to the PAP and the Council about sustainability. And we did that. You all chipped in your ideas and we distilled them out, and they went to PAP and they went to Council. And the councillors were pressing, they were asking committees, well, what should Ayala be doing on the sustainability topic? And we are fortunate to have two councillors here, and if Andre or Hideki would like to speak, please do. So we're kind of responding to a request about, well, what can we do on sustainability? You know, we're not, when you think about carbon use and use of the world's resources, the provision of aids to navigation is not high in that list, but it is incumbent upon us to do what we can. So to that end, we have a sustainability workshop planned, and this will take place probably in 2024, but we haven't quite set the dates yet because we have an ATON engineering workshop as well, which we have to fit in. If you have an interest in sustainability, please come and see me. I know Rob has kindly offered to join the committee, as has Dave Scott, who will be here tomorrow, and some others as well. And we look to work that workshop up, and it's also a key topic in Brazil at the conference. So we'll see how that goes. Have you got the... we're just pulling up the executive summary from, so this is the 47th PAP meeting last month here. This is what was discussed and some at great lengths. We've got the dates ahead of us. We revised and the standards, the text for the standards that will be agreed at the conference in Rio. So we've changed some of the words. We've reviewed the recommendations linked to every standard, because the standards can only be changed at the General Assembly. We had a mass task force meeting just before the PAP, and we discussed, our response to mass and how we cope with that, and what is our activities on that, and you will hear more in a moment. And you also be aware that the Maritime Voyage System, which is the sort of the key signature document from IALA dating back now, is being revamped and updated. So you will note that that will look different into the, after next year. It is not substantially different, but it has had a makeover. And I think there was a move to change it from Maritime Voyage System, but it was not practical to change the title, because the Maritime Voyage System is a document that is referenced by name in the IMO. So if we change the name of it, that reference becomes invalid. So, and it's in the all too difficult box to try and get the IMO to change that. So we keep the name, even though it refers to a lot more than voyage right now. And we also looked at the Maritime Resource Registry, and some of you, I'm not sure, may have gone to the S100, S200 workshop in Norway earlier this year. It was a joint workshop with the IHO and IALA, and it was all very positive. And the way chart corrections and the way charting is going to be managed in the future is coming down the digital route in the S100 and S200 formats, and that is coming our way. So we need to be we need to be very aware of that, and we do not, we need to know it's coming our way. We don't think, oh, well, maybe I can just avoid this, because I don't think you'll be able to. I think it's the way it's going to be into the future. So yes, a very successful workshop. I didn't go, but I know some who did said it was very informative. Next up is the 23-27 work plan, the next work plan. So I hand over to Michel, who will talk us through that.
Yes, you will find in the input paper 2 documents related to this work program for next session. The first one is the one that are on screen now, post the last PAP meeting, and you will find all the tasks that have been identified by the 4 technical committees for the next period. And the other one is the one that we worked on during the 2 previous sessions of the ENG committee. And it is your last chance to modify something on this document. And for the work of this week, we would like, it would be appreciated to maybe use a template, a document that has been put on the file share, which is named Task Register, and you will find a page for each task that had been identified in the next period program. And you are invited in each working group to predefine what will be the intention of each task, and in case in the goal also to have the continuity, because we will not be there back before a whole year for the beginning of the next period. So please go through this document, and for each task related to each working group, you can complete this document and leave a copy of it in the file share where you will find the document.
Thank you, Michelle. So next up is an update on the MASS task force, which I sit on. And we met, had a good meeting, and we're looking to produce an IALA guideline on MASS and aids to navigation for mobile autonomous surface ships. So there's a joint guideline from all committees, and it is being managed by the e-navigation committee. So, and we're fortunate to have Hideki here, chair of the eNav committee, and we have a selection of headings to write. You know, we've written the headings. It's to fill in the paragraphs and the information on. And it spans over 3 committees. It's about resilient PNT, power, floating ATON, and other topics, lights and machine readability of light. Here we go, a little bit further down. Jaime, there we go, there. So the topics that we are requested to write about: PNT, position augmentation, power, conventional ATON visibility to MASS. And if you feel there's more, then we need to get it down. But if you could start thinking about that, and if we can make a start on that and then feed them into the draft guideline, we can develop them in the next work period. Okay. And then Hideki's team will put it together in e-navigation. Thank you. So now some updates on external organizations, and the first 3 are Adaminsu, IMO, IHO, ITU.
Thanks, Mr. Chair. Try to share some slides. Okay, so for IMO matters, there is a very late input paper, which is ENG16 4.3 on the report of IMO NCSR 9. So IALA submitted 4 documents to NCSR 9, which are listed on the screen. And there was a good discussions during the meeting, and as an outcome, there was 2 working groups. For navigation working group, there was some discussion about maritime service description, but unfortunately, there was no time for this discussion. So the discussion has been postponed to NCSR 10. And there was some update on ACTIS guidance and performance standards. We tried to cover it under IHO matters. And there was an interesting discussion about unlawful practices associated with fluent registration and registry of ships. And in terms of the communications, there was a lot of discussion about ITU WRC 23. And as other matters, there was well, this one has been postponed as well to NCSR 10. The IMSA's member states audit scheme auditor's manual will be discussed at NCSR 10. So that concludes IMO. And Simon, if you're okay, can I try to go to IHO? And as I said, in IMO, NCSR 9 endorsed the implementation phase for the new resolution, including S100. And, and the group approved this document. So S100 ACTIS will be legal to use after 1st January 2026. And from 1st January 2029, new systems must comply with the IMO resolution on ACTIS performance standards. So I believe this is one of the most important development in the maritime industry. So we have to be prepared for this. So, and as part of this, we have an input paper, ENG16 3.2.2, which is a report from the joint IHO IALA workshop on S100 and 200, PS development and portrayal. And this workshop was really successful. That was good. There were good sessions about introduction of S100 and shared experience and portrayal and MRN sessions. And the group broke out into 3 working groups. initializing and productizing of S100 series data, and 201, 124, 125 development, and S98 interoperability and marine age navigation portrayal issues. So I really like to recommend you to take a look at this report from this joint workshop.
Minsu, can I just jump in here if I may?
Yeah.
On that topic, S100, S200, it is coming our way, and you come all this way to France and to Paris, and if you're sitting here like I often do, thinking I don't know what he's talking about, but I'm a bit embarrassed to ask, then please come and see Minsu. I mean, I can give you an overview. Minsu can give you a lot more detail, but you're sitting here amongst some of the experts in the world on the topic, and all I'd say is take advantage of it and get informed, because over coffee, or if there's a lot of interest in this topic, we will lay on a presentation specifically about it, because it's coming our way, and I think it's in our interests to understand it better than maybe if you're not, because I've often sat here not knowing what the acronyms mean, not knowing what it's all about, but there's people here who do. So please come and see any of your working group chairs or Minsu, and we'll explain it or get a presentation up about it. Okay? Okay.
Thanks, Simon. So yeah, it is really important that this will be mandatory about these actives, new actives. So as the last one, ITU. The ITU WP 5B meeting was held in March this year as a virtual meeting, and there was a physical meeting as well in July in Geneva. The main focus of the WP 5B meeting were to finalize the input documents for the conference preparatory meeting, which is a CPM for WRC 23. So IAL has a specific interest in the maritime mobile service, including GMDSS and radio termination service, with a particular emphasis on the development of VDS and AIS and AMRD and e-navigation. The information on the screen are the specific topics. So if you want to know a little bit more about these things, please let me know. Thank you.
Thank you, Minsu, for the update there. Thank you. Next, Alan, RTCM. Oh, sorry, Hideki.
Thank you, Chair. But we couldn't find that report in IR document file. Could you upload such report from the Minsu regarding outside organization to the IR document file?
Yes, it's on working papers or in the ENG folder, but I will upload as part of input papers.
Okay, thank you. I haven't got a huge amount to update in terms of RTCM. We've got two different RTCM committees which are quite relevant, I think, to the work of this committee. One on RTCM SC104 and differential GNSS. We're involved in discussions. We've heard already about the liaison note that we'll re-review this week, but there's also discussions on in terms of updating R mode performance message structures within that committee. And then there's an RTCM committee on integrity for high precision applications, which is again of interest. And I haven't attended either personally recently, so perhaps if others have got more up-to-date information, then thank you.
Okay, thank you, Alan. Piank look at inland waterways and ports and harbours. Minsu, anything update on Piank?
Yeah, I didn't mean to prepare a presentation, but there was some piece of news caught my eyes, so I did put something here. Okay, so a lot of things going on. In Piank, and there is an event on Smart River, one of the Piank event. So I just wanted to underline this event. And at the moment, the Secretariat is monitoring two items from Piank. One is a permanent floating houses along the inland waterways banks and infrastructure, and the other one is bottleneck and best practice of a transport of container on inland waterways. So if you have any interest in PNC meetings, and if you want to know more about PNC activities, please let the Secretariat know. Thank you.
Thank you. Alwyn, CIE.
Yeah, not too much to report really from CIE, at least not that's relevant to IALA. They did have a conference or a seminar, I should say, on temporal light modulation, sort of light flickering effects. I still need to digest some of the information because it's a very recent seminar. There may be relevance to that with regards to use of pulse width modulation in lights, but we'll see. But apart from that, not really much else going on.
Okay, thank you. And finally, tsunami monitoring. Minsu, I know Monica had a input to that, which we were welcomed, and we have that in our work plan for next time. So, Minsu.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Regarding tsunami monitoring, the Secretary is monitoring the development of UN ESCOP, ESBN group, and they are working on this Earth observation tools and how to monitor this tsunami monitoring. So there is some development in this group, but at this moment there is nothing to report really. But I believe that this will be discussed in the working group 2 as a next work program.
Yeah, I think it comes under the complementary use of ATON, I think is the heading. Thank you. So the next section in the agenda is reports from rapporteurs, but this is I think is an item we're going to drop in the future because we've not had a success in getting technical rapporteurs to come and speak on technical developments, and where we do have developments, they seem to come out in independent presentations. So I suspect we will adjust this for next time. Which brings us nicely on to the presentation section, which is always a good session here. Mariano, were you sitting comfortably, or are you ready to deliver? Yes, please. Yes. So the first up we have Mariano Marapagan from not from Hidrovia anymore, from a new company, and from Argentina. And Mariano manages a huge number of aids to navigation along a huge river lengths, and it's fascinating. And we look forward to your presentation.
The glasses. Well, hello. Well, my name is Mariano Marpegan, and the name of the aids to navigation is Marpe. So it's not my surname, but it's a query. Well, I want to show you a quick view about the process of provision, installation, and startup of aids to navigation. It's a special case because we manage this aids to navigation with the Army, with Argentina and Uruguay, and we are working with these three circles green. There are three tide gauges, meaning the tides at the river, at the sea, at the limit between the river to the sea. You can see the Rio de la Plata River, and this is the Argentine
Argentine Sea. And well, we identified that we need another equipment installed to have the redundancy to meet the tide. And well, we installed the new. Are you moving the or me? Ah, okay. Okay. No, it's okay.
Okay.
No, but it's not working. Oh, it's ready. Okay. And well, we installed the circle red in this position. Well, the spar buoy, we used to know article buoy. This is the position, and it's a special buoy. And well, of course, the top mark, and we start to use the pictograms to show the H2 navigation. And well, we installed a tide gauge with 2 sensors and the anemometer, and we use an AIS marking the ODAS zone with virtual AIS. Well, we define different aspects, the depth at the zone, the quality button. We have to define the diameter, the thickness, and length of different parts of buoy, just to meet the weight of the buoy, and of course to identify the focal plane of the buoy. This is it's a normal place, a normal process, but we have to consider specific conditions, because the position where we will install the buoy is totally different than upper river that we are used to work. Well, we use simulation with finite elements to identify the critical zones of the buoys, because due to the fatigue and flexion of the buoy, or the spar buoy, the length total of the H2 navigation is 22 meters. So we had a very critical efforts at the union between the pendulum lower and upper to the floating buoy. Well, we used to know the tides, the frequencies of the tide, the significant high wave and the climate waves, and the simultaneous effect of the meteorological conditions. And then, well, this is an image with a special equipment fit on the buoy. Well, pictograms, AIS. I told that we are working with 2 sensors. One is a radar sensor, and another is a pressure sensor inside submerged. And we are transmitting this data to both Navy, Argentina and Uruguay, every 20 minutes by satellite. Well, we started with this triangle red. This is the first design of virtual H2 navigation, and you can see the density traffic of AIS. But after that, we have to do a reconfiguration of virtual AIS to the triangle yellow, to short or to reduce the area of the ODAS zone. That is 700 around the virtual zone. Well, the mapping, we work with both Navy to update the nautical charts, and now we are modifying the size of the pictograms, because we started with small pictograms due to the effort of the wind through H2 navigation, but well, we have to more bigger the site. Well, after that, we start a program of calibration, the tight gauge. We use a series of data, more than 3 months, and during the different periods, we recalibrate, and with another tight gauge near to this situation, installation, maybe 25 or 30 kilometers around. And well, nowadays we are working with the different of 5 centimeters with other equipments. Well, after of this work, one vessel sailing, I don't know why, but he put the heading in these directions and collision the spar buoy. So, well, we have to remove the H2 navigation. Well, we use this opportunity to redesign the H2 navigation and reinstall again. Well, I don't know if I can put the video or you can do that. Running. Okay, it's running. Okay. Well, it's. I don't know if it have some. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. This is one of our tender buoy, 53 meters length. Sailing through the channel. We have to put this buoy because the red and black buoy, because during the installation we don't know if the top of the buoy will have the frame, because it's the most bigger H2 navigation that I've installed. okay. I can fish.
Hmm?
I stay 3 days and can fish nothing. It's a pity. Well, it's all that. It's a quick view about the process. I have to do 3 times this process because we have to redesign and about due to the impact of the voice. So nowadays it's working.
Okay. Thank you, Mariano. It's interesting to see a good practical application there. Any questions for Mariano on the buoy deployment and anything? I've got a couple. I mean, I've no experience of the articulated buoy there, but it is just hinged on the by a chain link onto the concrete onto the sinker. The buoy is articulated.
Yes.
And how is the joint?
The sinker.
Yes.
The sinker is.
So is there a swivel?
Yes. Yes. It's an article. It's a cardan joint.
Okay.
Between these, we have 3 pieces.
3 pieces of chain.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
No. Only 3.
Hmm.
The other length is a pendulum, the length of the tube.
Hmm.
It's not chain to the floating, so it's only 3. Oh, so
Yeah.
it's only for you.
Yeah.
No, the joint between the spark buoy with the sinker is a cardan joint, only with 3 pieces of chain, and the other length is the tube, the lower tube between the joint to the float.
So that buoy can only be used in that depth of water, or
because our La Plata River and the first zone to the sea is no more than 17 meters. So
Okay.
it's not deeper waters. So we can stay working with 7 meter, 10, 12, 17. This is the case more dangerous for the H2 navigation to work to the sides, but no more than 17, 18 meters. That is a reason that we use tube and not chains, because maybe in 25, 50 meters we can use chains.
and the collision that happened on the buoy, which we have regularly, was that did they set the buoy position in as a waypoint? Do you know, or was it just they weren't looking where they were going?
No, well, the collision was outside the channel, no into the channel. So the ship is not sailing in restricted area or through the channel. So that is the reason that we say, well, you have the AIS working, you have the other zone with virtual AIS, and the ship when he left the channel, the safe water buoy, he put the heading to the H2 navigation. That is.
Oh, I see. So he headed towards it and then went down for a cup of tea and didn't look. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Question from.
A question, please. Do you remember how many tons has the sinker?
The sinker is approximately 8 tons. 8 tons, and the buoy is near to 8 tons too, depend of the size. But we have 15, 16 tons. The joint, the sinker with the H2 navigation. We are in a moment that we are studying.
Yeah. Another question, please. Sorry. And there is a strong current or not?
No,
in this
no.
area?
In this point, maybe at the first image, you can see a big bank of sand below the position of phase 2 navigation. So that is the reason that we need to install one tight gauge more with more distance or more outer the river due to means this kind the current, but it's not a strong value. It's normal, maybe one knots or 1.5 knots in a big storm too.
Thank you very much.
Mariana, thank you for taking the trouble to show that to us. I think it was an interesting demonstration there. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, cheers. So we have a slight adjustment in the program now. Slight adjustment in the program. We're going to jump a couple ahead, and Marticia Joe is here from Caton. Yes. It's from. So I beg your pardon. She's online. Yes. Okay, I beg your pardon. On the use of lithium batteries, and here we come. Hello, Marticia. Right. We
Hello.
can see you and we can hear you. Excellent.
So it's pretty late here. It's at 10 p.m. in Korea. So I've been waiting for having a presentation to you. So should I go ahead?
Yes, please. Yes. We can see you, we can hear you, and do you have the presentation or does Jaime have it?
No, we don't have, we have only input papers.
Okay. So Jaime is going to bring the input paper up.
While we are preparing the input papers to be on the screen. So it's totally new for me to be in the IALA. So we were working with the Korean Ministry of Ocean and Fishery. That's why we got the recommendation for having some membership. So we submitted our membership and then waiting for the approval. So it's quite a surprise to give a presentation to you. So who we are. So we are specialized in the lithium battery management systems. So we focused on how to manage lithium batteries safely and efficiently. So ocean is a totally new world for us, but the lithium battery is our forte, I must say. So we have worked in a different industry, like energy storage system industry and
I think we have lost your sound. Sorry, Patricia.
No more battery.
We lost your sound, Marticia. Sorry for that. Can you try to switch on, switch off your mic?
No, we can see you, but we can not hear you. Yeah. I don't think there is a presentation. Just that's a possibility. Just going to Marticia, maybe if you're muted now. Why are you muted? Matissio, maybe if you log out and then come back in again onto the call, you try that? Okay. So we just talk amongst ourselves for a moment, and then we'll have the promise of a cup of tea in about 5 or 10 minutes, okay?
Hello?
Yeah. Oh, that's better. We can hear you. Right.
You can hear me. Okay, sorry. So
No
may I restart then?
Yes, Jaime has your paper here. Would you like us to put the paper on the screen?
Yes, please. Yes, please. Okay, I've been gibbering by myself for maybe 5 minutes. I'm sorry.
That's okay. So would you like Jaime, you need to tell Jaime when to scroll down on the paper.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
So we are, our company, Quantum Solution, is specialized in the lithium battery management system. So we focused on how to manage lithium batteries safely and efficiently. So lithium battery, it's very popular for small IT devices, but now, as you might know, in the ocean, the buoy, they are replacing the conventional batteries to lithium batteries. So, and then we noticed that there is no guideline for how to manage the battery. So that's why we try to put some effort and experience into the guideline. So ocean is a totally new world for us, but the lithium battery is our forte, I must say. So we have worked in different industries like energy storage system, factories, railway, and electric vehicles. So anywhere they use lithium battery, then we can put our battery management systems. So, and then we have participated in a government project funded by Korean Ministry of Ocean and Fisheries. So based on our experiences and technology, the lithium battery management, we can analyze the status of battery health. So, and then detect abnormal activities to prevent an accident. Could you go up to the image? Yeah, there. So in the battery, so electric vehicle and lithium battery, the worst thing is getting caught on fire. So, and fire and explosion, those are the fatal features. But what we can do is we can provide some software that you can manage each individual batteries. So when the batteries came out from the factory, so not every batteries are the equal. So some can be faulty and some can be pretty good. So you don't know before you run the batteries in the field. So that's why you need to have some guideline for how to charge and how to discharge. And then when there is any abnormal activities, and you have to get some alerts to prevent any fire or explosion. So that's something we can provide. And then safety and efficiency will be very important for running the buoy. So during for 5 years, we will have the government project with our Ministry of the Ocean and Fisheries. So after that, we will collect sufficient data to produce or present to you how to manage the charging and discharging the lithium battery efficiently. So, and based on that technology, I think you can control or manage, or you can give the guidance to the members that how can they manage the batteries. So that's the purpose of our paper to submit. So in Korea, so lithium batteries, we have some strict regulation. Okay, so we will input into the Korean Ministry, the project as well. But up to now, what we do is in Korea, so BMS is kind of compulsory for lithium batteries, so they should be able to manage each batteries. And then they should be able to have advanced alerts before any abnormal activity. So, and then when we reviewed the A2N system, so we found out that some batteries are just mechanically replaced by the lithium batteries. So what we suggested here is you should provide some relative features together with the lithium battery. So just replacing lithium battery doesn't give you any benefit. So what we suggest here is that you have to prepare the connector for the water and then some other features as well. So we have maybe 5 years or 6 years. It could be short, it could be long, but based on our experience, if we can implement our kind of knowledge to your guidance, there will be great honor for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Marticia. That's, I thought, a really interesting paper, and will complement, the information there will complement our guideline 1067 on energy storage from Working Group 2, which Peter, I know you had a hand in doing that, so thank you. Any questions on the lithium battery topic? We have a font of knowledge here. Any questions? Okay, I have a quick question. Yes. What is the difference in the hazards between choosing lithium ion and lithium iron phosphate batteries? Why did you have experience on the two different types?
Lithium ion and then which one?
We have lithium iron phosphate is one battery I hear of, and lithium ion. Okay. I understand they have differences in their sort
as far as I know, I don't see the difference, so
okay.
I cannot really answer the question. Sorry.
Okay, right. Thank you. Any questions on lithium batteries here? But there's certainly the future, and I think this is going to be a very interesting. So thanks to Quantum Solutions for that, and Marticia for your time.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I think now could be a time for a cup of tea. So how long, what do we normally take for tea in the program? Are we half an hour for tea? Half an hour. Okay, so if we come back at 10 to 4, please, and we'll have a half an hour for a cup of tea.